Amanda Anisimova roars into U.S. Open final with marathon win over Naomi Osaka. The number 8 seed will face defending champion Sabalenka for a shot at her first Grand Slam title on Saturday. Amanda Anisimova delivered a statement performance under the lights at Arthur Ashe Stadium, rallying past Naomi Osaka on Thursday night to book her place in the U.S. Open final. The number 8 seed overcame a slow start and a one-set deficit to defeat the two-time champion 6-7, 4, 7-6, 3, 6-3, securing her second straight Grand Slam final appearance. Anisimova threw her hands in the air after Osaka's final shot sailed wide, then fell to her knees and pounded the court as she soaked in the moment. "Oh my God, it means the world," Anisimova said in her on-court interview. "I'm trying to process that right now. It's just absolutely a dream come true. This has been a dream of mine, like, forever to be in the U.S. Open final, and obviously, the hope is to be the champion." She will now face world number 1 Sabalenka, who rallied past number 4 Jessica Pegula 4-6, 6-3, 6-4 in the earlier semifinal. For Anisimova, it's also a chance at redemption after suffering a brutal 6-0, 6-0 loss to Swiatek at Wimbledon earlier this summer. "This has been a dream of mine, like, forever to be in the U.S. Open final, and obviously, the hope is to be the champion." Result: SF Women's Singles. The 23-year-old American looked on the brink of defeat at several points against Osaka, but steadied herself in the second set, dominating the tiebreak and carrying that momentum through the decider. She closed out the late-night contest just before 1 in the morning after a marathon 2 hours and 56 minutes on court. The semifinal was a showcase of two of the sport's cleanest ball strikers, both in the midst of resurgent second acts. Osaka was returning from a mental health break and maternity leave after giving birth to daughter Shai in 2023, while Anisimova also stepped away from tennis in 2023 before launching her comeback. Anisimova is now enjoying a career-best season, winning her first WTA 1000 title in Doha and making her long-awaited top 10 debut in July after reaching the final at Wimbledon. At this time last year, she was ranked number 50 in the world. By reaching the U.S. Open final, Anisimova also extended a remarkable streak for American women's tennis. There has now been at least one American woman in the final of every major this season. Madison Keys won the Australian Open over Sabalenka. Coco Gauff defeated Sabalenka at Roland Garros. Iga Swiatek beat Anisimova at Wimbledon. And now Anisimova will battle Sabalenka for the crown in New York. It's the first time that's happened since 2002. When Jennifer Capriati and Serena and Venus Williams combined to reach every slam final. They say tennis is a game of inches, of moments fleeting yet infinite in their resonance. On a humid New York night, under the spectral glow of stadium lights, Amanda Anisimova roared, not just with voice, but with spirit, as she battled back to reach her first U.S. Open final. Her opponent, a two-time champion, Naomi Osaka, an icon reborn on court. And yet, Anisimova's victory was not just a triumph of strokes but of heart. On that night, as the clock approached its second midnight hour, the atmosphere inside Arthur Ashe Stadium condensed into pure electricity. Osaka, returning to a Grand Slam semifinal for the first time since 2021, stormed ahead early, winning 11 of the opening 13 points. Anisimova faltered. Unforced errors mounted, and the crowd held its breath as the number 8 seed tried to find her rhythm. But tennis, like poetry, rewards persistence. So she dug deep, transforming near defeat into a motivational echo that drowned out the doubt. In the second set, the momentum shifted. Anisimova's forehands began to crack the court skin, her backhand humming like a secret weapon unleashed. The tiebreak was hers, done with the swagger of a warrior who has rediscovered her roar. Soon enough, the match swayed entirely into her orbit. What followed was a contest of wills, a third set where every rally seemed an act of defiance. She surged to a 4-1 lead, serving with precision. Every shot carried her story, from the crushing 6-0, 6-0 Wimbledon final loss just weeks earlier to this redemptive moment in New York. And then came that fateful forehand to close the match at 6-3, a shot more than just a point, but the exclamation mark of resilience. Anisimova, described as on the brink of defeat at several points, steadied herself and carried that energy through to the end of the nearly 3-hour marathon match, overcoming nerves and Osaka's early dominance. She dug deep in the second set tiebreak, and let her powerful ground strokes and fearless aggression define the outcome. This marks Anisimova's first U.S. Open final. Her second consecutive Grand Slam final appearance after Wimbledon. It's a monumental resurgence, especially after the humiliation of losing 6-0 in that Wimbledon final, a defeat she has since avenged by toppling Iga Swiatek in the quarters. Her run has become a testament to transformation, mental fortitude, and the quiet but mighty alchemy of self-belief. Anisimova stands now, chest rising and falling under the stadium lights, facing world number 1 and defending champion Aryna Sabalenka in a final that promises even higher stakes and more drama. Midnight minutes of magic, feist movement, dusk of despair. As Osaka dominated early on, Anisimova's mind battled more than just her opponent. Nerves tangled her arms, and each errant stroke echoed minor heartbreak. Each misstep whispered, "You can't." Second movement, twilight of tenacity, but the game's rhythm shifted. A crackling forehand, a whisper-quiet backhand pivot. Momentum began to bend. Each point, earned, each rally, deeper. In the second set tiebreak, pressure became fuel. The stage was hers. Final movement, raw after midnight, saving with purpose. She raced ahead in the final set, the court yielding to her will. Every strike became verse in her comeback poem. When the final ball dropped, she collapsed to her knees. No sound but the breath of release, the silent exhale of victory earned. Epilogue, a dream reforged. "This has been a dream come true," Anisimova confessed post-match, her voice raw with emotion, the journey etched into every syllable. Al Jazeera Reuters. For weeks she grappled with the shadow of that Wimbledon defeat. But hey, under New York's lights, she remade the narrative. The journey that led her to this point. A mental health hiatus, a blanketing of doubt, and a surge of triumph, is what makes her ascent so profound now. As she steps into the final, she carries more than a racket. She carries every heartbreak, every moment of doubt, every shot that found its line. Against Sabalenka, a raw meat of power against power. The final will not just determine a champion but solidify the victory of a comeback. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. Till next time.